Hello everyone, my name is Lord Kailin B. Marcaida and I shall be your first presenter of the day. Our group is tasked to do compound propositions. My group is composed of 4 members, namely myself, Jofiel Rodriguez, Emma Oliva, and Charlotte Villanueva. Let's get started, shall we? Now, our objectives is to learn how to determine compound propositions, how to create a compound proposition, and how to solve truth tables. Now, it might seem like it's scary that it's a compound proposition, words and math, how do they exist? But let's try to do it casually and slowly. Now, what are conjunctions? A conjunction is a statement formed by adding two or more statements with a connector and. The symbol for conjunction is an upper triangle which can be read as and. When two statements P and Q are joined in a statement, the conjunction will be expressed symbolically as P half triangle upper Q. And as obviously I do not know how to say it, but how do we determine truth and false statements? Conjunctions will only be true only if both statements are true. For example, if P is equals to London is the capital of England, and if Q is Manila is the capital of the Philippines, that means P and Q is true. Now, how do we determine if it's a false open sentences? Now, let's see here. In this presentation, we have an example. If R is equals to X is an even number, and if S is equals to 5 is an odd number, well, we surely don't know what X is, what the value of X here. So what we will do is give X a number. So if X is equals to 4, then the statement is true because 4 is an even number and 5 is an odd number. So which means R and S are true. Now what if X is equals to 3? 3 is an odd number and 5 is an odd number, right? So if we say in this statement that 3 is an even number and 5 is an odd number, then that just makes the statement false. Now, let us see the truth table. So if P is truth and Q is truth, that means P and Q are truth statements. Now, if P is truth and Q is false, that means P and Q are false. Now, what if P is false but Q is truth? Well, that just means P and Q are false. Because remember, both of the statements have to be true in order to be a truth statement. Now, what if P and Q are both false? Well, obviously, it's there. Both of them are false, so both are false statements. Now, I shall be passing the mic to my fellow co-speaker, Charlotte Villanueva, and thank you for listening to me all about conjunctions.
Good day, everyone. My name is Charlotte Mary A. Villanueva, and I will be the one who will explain to you what are disjunctions. When the connector between two statements is OR, you have a disjunction. In this case, only one statement in the compound statement needs to be true for the entire compound statement to be true. This is the truth table. Do note that a disjunction is false only in the case where both terms are false. Here are the examples. Snakes are herbivores or 1 plus 1 equals 2. The first statement is false while the second is true. Since one contains truth, this proposition is true. Second, the letter A is a vowel or Christmas is on December 3. The first statement is true, while the second is false. Since one contains truth, this proposition is true. Third, Sampagita is the national flower of Korea, or there are only 22 letters in the alphabet. Since both statements are false, this proposition is automatically false. Last but not the least, apple is a fruit. Are carrots are vegetables? Since both statements contain truth, this proposition is true. Now I will pass the mic to Jofiel Rodriguez for him to explain what are negations.
Negations. A negation of a statement is the opposite of the given mathematical statement. Negations use the wave symbol to determine the statement. To determine negation, if the statement have not in it. If the statement is true, then negation is false and vice versa. If the current statement is true, then the negated statement will turn to false once added the word not. And from the current statement which is false, once it is turned into a negated statement with the word not, it will turn into a true statement. Now, here we have two sets of examples. In the first sample, 4 is an odd number. This is a false statement, and for us to make it into a true statement, we negate it using the word not, and it turns to 4 is not an odd number, which is not a true statement. Now, for the next example, 5 is an odd number. Obviously, it is a true statement. Thus, in order to make it into a false statement, we add the word not, and thus it turns into 5 is not an odd number, which is a false statement. That will be all for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.